And it worked. We are high. Uh, this is a coincidence about what's happening. I'm Joanne and Kyoto. Hello.
Hello, Jorian. Hello, everyone. Welcome here for the Blue Ring Rumble 4. We are a bit late. So sorry to be late. We had sort of technical difficulties, but here we are, and we are joining in the middle of the first round match between Little Boy Squad and Molusca Ballista, Canadian and American team.
Yeah, both of the teams actually are American teams actually, but from multiple names as well. Red Pacific. There's people from not Torrent XOXO. There's people from uh, a lot of teams basically from the side of Little Boy Squad. But for multiple Ballista, it's interesting because there is that seems like this is an A versus EU kind of teams itself.
Yeah, maybe it's just EU. So we will be jumping right into the third game of the match because it is we are in a group stage, and this is a play all three games. So even though Little Boy Squad won the two first games, we will still be playing the third game. That will be Rainmaker on Scorch Gorge.
Yeah, Rainmaker Scorch Gorge is going to be a really more quick pace kind of map, but for Little Boy Squad and Moscow Ballista, for game 1 and game 2, again, we see them, the Little Boy Squad, win 2-0, but we have the intel that for game 2, they went to overtime. So we might be seeing them, so these two teams are definitely really close, and definitely like knowing a little bit of these two teams together, this will be a really interesting game 3. Maybe we won't see Moscow Ballista go in and take a win. But who
Yes,
knows?
this is the chance they can have in a play all three formats. Plus, as you said, it might last a bit because even though Rainmaker is such a fast-paced game mode, Scorch Gorge is a map allowing very few opportunity to make a quick KO and just a KO at all. Most games go to overtime, and we're discovering the calms, and we see a splatling on both sides, but that we see is the mini splatling. We don't see that very often.
Yeah, we don't see that very often actually, as both teams are actually going to be going in and swap colors. So because of that, we're going to be seeing that for Little Boy Squad is going to be in the yellow and Multiplayer is going to be in the blue.
Yeah, the first team fights are ready. An Inkzuka from Ballista. Oh, it's no, it doesn't take picks, I believe, but the yellow team is about to push and is taking the Rainmaker. Two players are down. Zuka is put. No splat taken yet. The splatter shot is waiting for the for the Rainmaker to go, but oh, the Ultra Stamper being splatted again. -3 player. The push is over, and it's up to Molusca Ballista to make a counter push.
Yeah, it is up to Multiplayer to make a counter push right here, as we see from Alex that it's going to be the backline player, but also we see in the conflict that we see two shots, a hammer and a Waymaker. It's going to be definitely crazy.
A close call here. We just saw the carbon roller getting close to splatting the Rainmaker, but it's almost a tie. 69 points left. If they take the Rainmaker, they will take the lead. But two players are down now on Molusca Ballista. Looks like the push is over, and maybe we'll see. No, it looks like they don't want to counter push yet, since Little Boy Squad still has the lead. They want to take the control of the middle of the map first.
Yes, we're going to see them take a little bit of a pitch game, wanting the mid first because we see the carbon. We see the carbon mainly. That's the big difference right here for that Little Boy Squad. They have more range battle against the other side, and they have more sneaks, so they want for the side of for the Ballista to wait for it, but we just see triples on triples right now,
Ooh.
with the highest point being the last one live.
It's really chaotic in the middle of the map. Little Boy Squad used the Ingvac to initiate a push, not taking directly the Rainmaker, and took 3 splats, but in the end, I believe, thanks to the wonderful Trizuka, Molusca Ballista managed to stop the push and take several players down again. Little Boy Squad is pushing, but the Rainmaker hasn't gone very far, and it's still very close in the middle of the map.
Yeah, but we see a little boy right here, the carbon player actually getting a crucial kill, and that's going to be two down inside of the blaster. That's going to be three down the blaster. We're going to be seeing for the little boy squad, they are going to be going up further, and that's going to be with the fact push going further and further than that. That's going to be 10. And also, oh, there's no kill. But it's a really good push.
Yeah, 11 points left is a really, really good push on this map. And they are not over yet. There is only the Rainmaker. It's blocked on the top left, and I believe the Carbon Roller has been splatted. But it was really a very strong aggression led by the Little Boy squad. It will be very tough for Molusca Ballista to go back to mid and do a strong enough counter push, as there is only less than 10 minutes left.
Yeah, but that big vac save from the side of Bubbles, they are going to be able to just save the wicket. That's going to be a huge wipeout on the side of Little Boy Squad right now. Kaiokai, Bubbles, CJ, and the Carbon Roller. They are going to be going pretty huge, and they're going to just go for full aggression. We see Heisenberg, Jelly Ace, and we see Outlight just trying to go for specials, but we see Heisenberg going down by the Waymaker itself.
The Rainmaker is they're not really trying to push forward anymore. They're just stalling, using the Rainmaker and the strong shot to put pressure. Tactically used by the Sniper Rider. One player down on Little Boy squad.
Ooh.
The Ultra Stomper tried to get the kill on the Rainmaker, but it hasn't happened. Molskamasta cannot reach the Rainmaker. It's finally done, but they have two players down. Trizuka used to pop the Rainmaker. That's maybe not the most efficient way, and Little Boy Squad still is in control of the Rainmaker, and they want to stall it even further during the last 30 seconds.
They're just gonna be stalling in a corner right now, more or less, because they don't need to worry. They have no fear. Kaioka is just playing Zuka for fun. Bubble's going to be going up. They have a vac in play. CJ's going to come in right as well, but Jelly Alice actually getting denied because of the Rainmaker and Kaioka together. That's a vac in the corner, but it doesn't really matter because it's all just the fight for mid, and that's going to be three down the side of Little Boy Squad.
The last player of Little Boy Squad is in the back of Molusca Ballista. I believe they know his presence, but the mistake, the pop of the Rainmaker, allowed them a last opportunity to push. They are trying to get a few picks before going forward. Yeah, at the moment they don't have it. Plus they have a tactical, so they have to do it twice. Ultra Stamper used to try to get the Ingvac, but it's killed, and the Rainmaker is splatted as well. This is 3-0 for Little Boy Squad. Congratulations to them.
Other than the weird name, because NA reasons, it's a really good 3 for the side of the Boy Squad. Yeah, we see them doing the really cool, the really cool emotes. Again, the new emotes for S3, and someone gonna get the notice. But we are here now. So
Yeah.
these are just gonna be regular replays of the match.
Yes, play all three matches are always interesting, and I believe Molusca Ballista has lessons to learn from this game. They were far from ridiculous against Little Boy Squad. And after that, we will be jumping to the second match of the group stage, still in play all three.
Yeah, but just talking about just the game we saw at least, going from these replays at least, from the whole match, or basically near by the end of the match, we see that mostly the whole time for the side of the Little Boy Squad, they were just being so dominant. They were just able to just stay in there the whole time, stay in the base, just basically having on the side of Molusca Ballista just having nowhere to move.
Yes, it was pretty impressive. There was 1 or 2 minutes where both teams fought quite on an equality in the middle of the game, but overall the Little Boy Squad was more dominant, especially when it came to map control, which was very important since they were playing with a carbon roller, a very aggressive weapon requiring lots of turf in order to move properly. And without that turf, they don't have space. And at some point, when when they were a bit struggling, they used the ink vacuum, a way I found very interesting, to allow the carbon roller and other splatter shots to move forward without being annoyed by the opponent's turf. Like, just oh, go in, I protect you. You basically have a moving barrier with around you. And they also did that with their very solid Persia with the Rainmaker to protect it to 11 points left. That was very, like, I want to say that's very clever, but this is the way to play the ink vacuum in Rainmaker. That's like the best niche the special has at the moment. But I always saw that they used it efficiently.
They definitely did. Like the vac was just a huge pushing potential. They had so much, and just actually saying with the carbon, they were just able to just go up and just kill as much as possible because they had the pain from the side of the little boy squad. But that's enough for round one to talk about because we are merely going into round two because again, this is the bracket stage that you mentioned before, and with brackets round one being done, actually we are going to be seeing this being the first round of matches. It's a lot of duos, by the way,
Yeah,
a lot of duos.
yeah, we will be jumping on the next match, Tide Pool against Splat Goobers.
Yep, that will be the next round, and we're gonna be looking at the maps right now. Look at these cool maps. What do you have to say about it, Kyoto?
The maps, the maps. I'm a bit sad that we didn't get to see the first game on Marlin Airport, the recently added map. I like it quite much. But to comfort me, we will be seeing Clamblitz on Museum Delfonsino. This may be my favorite map mode of the whole game. I goddamn love Clamblitz. I bloody love Museum Delfonsino. I didn't expect it. I hated this map back then on Splatoon 1, but right now I just love it. I'm really looking forward to this match.
Really looking forward to the match. Like really looking forward to Robo Ramen. Yeah, the ramen bowl is actually really cool. Hey, if you could put Spickle up there actually, so it would be really funny if someone puts Spickle up there and then just call the funny ghost sprinkler, as I think a commentator said, like Fufu and Lila V-Scope and also many others, like a lot of NA commentators. It says that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true that the second game on Robo Ramen is also a map mode that is getting lots of attention and lots of love recently. I believe it's very interesting. It gives me at some point some Gobi Arena vibes.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, for sure it does.
but at some point I didn't like Gobi Arena that much. Like, it's a better version of Gobi Arena, especially with better flanks than Gobi Arena. Since it was Gobi Arena's biggest flaws, the right path to flank was so hard to use. They made a, a bottom path on Robo Ramen, so that's very cool to play. Lots of way to approach your opponents. Very
Yeah,
interesting. Really like it. But right now it will be Museum Delfonsino on the best mode of all time, Clam Blitz.
yeah, Clam Blitz on Museums of Fascino, a really popular map mode, as we can see together. We're going to be seeing in the yellow. Uh, yeah, in the yellow, they're going to be for the side of. Uh, oh, wow. I've heard a name real quick. Dang, because we can't find the colors.
It's
We're
I believe Tide Pool is in yellow and Splat Goobers are in blue. And I can see on the side of Tide Pool a Clash Blaster. This is, I can't remember the last time I saw that weapon on a competitive match.
Oh, competitive match because funny enough, these two teams are actually in the low levels where both of them are actually in a Div 6 era as well. Very much they would be Voidbit, Tower Panda, Dalcott, and Bulk Up, all those names are actually really good at Puzzle. But on the other side, Tidepool, I feel they are still in the low level scene as well, mostly playing low end. But we see it for the first score actually being from the side of the Splat Goobers.
Yeah, the Nautilus 79 just threw his power climb and then triple splash downed. I, I have so many things to say about this new Nautilus, but I will not say them right now since the push is about to end and there is a team. The team is Tidepool. They are waiting to reach the mid of the mid of the map and take control and maybe do a counter push. The score is not that much in their opponent's favor yet. Only 2 power clams and 1 little clams. It's still completely doable to make a stronger push. There are more than 3 minutes left.
Between minutes, Amy was actually being avoided all from the side of Black Cooper, and able to take the score and almost getting killed. Oh, getting killed with Top Panda, almost getting killed with World Cup as well. But that's going to be the end of the push right there, though, because of getting that single locket, but also seeing the lot to the team of Tidepool just stuck in mid. Mostly just too afraid to push up in themselves that we see for the Black Cooper. They are going to be coming out of base, but also getting pinched together. That's going to be 2 going down actually by bombs, 3 going down actually by Amy on the Clash Blaster. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Tidepool is quite in control of the mid at the moment. Killer Whale activated and a very solid pick from the Slosher. The Kraken is used in defense and apparently it worked. There are no longer Tidepool's player on Splat Goobers Plat. The Nautilus is moving forward. Triple splashdown use. How did that Slosher get there?
The Slosher got there because of pinning on the wall, but also getting denied by Bulkhead and Talpana. But how did the old core get all the way to the other side of the base and getting almost 2 balls in? Oh, that's unfortunate to see. But honestly, we still see the lead and so much pressure going on this side as the Black Goobers right now. Again, Bulkhead still having to climb alive. Talpana is going to just staying alive, just waiting around. But again, we see so much mid control going to the side of Tidepool.
Yeah, it would have been huge if they managed to score their second power clam. Just one was not enough. They haven't scored any additional points, so it's not that dangerous yet for them. 2 players down, however, is very dangerous as Tidepool is pushing forward and putting little clams. They're just 2 little clams away from the lead, and the lead is taken. Congratulations to them. The pushes, they are still in control. They are still in the Tidepool Splat. The Ultra Stamp is activated to try to deny the Trizuka, but the Ultra Stamp gets splatted. 52 points left. That's a good push. It will be still. They must push again because 1 power climb and it would be the lead for Splat Goobers. A bit more than 1 minute left to play. Both teams are still under pressure.
The Goobers are trying to play defensive spots, but again, 2 down, the all court, and also the Dawn is going down as well. We're going to see Tapan and Bulkhead once alive. Once back alive again, Voip is still coming back alive, but again, we see the control in mid. Just away Link, Escalade, Amy. Honestly, Amy with the class mode has been going huge with Brent going for range, but the Void Bit's going on the Nas, getting a kill off him, not getting the Slosher. That's gonna be actually a crucial kill, getting 2 down, but still the Slosher being the last one alive. We're going to be needing to see a jump on the side of Goobers, and they are with bulk of actually going in for push, but they don't have a clamp right now.
No, I was about to say they had their opportunity because they had the Kraken and they had a power climb, but the Slosher alone completely denied the push while killing the power climb in the base. Like, the Slosher must be so happy his weapon got buffed and can now always 2-shot enemies even though being placed so high on the map.
Yeah, but also we saw Amy there with the snake going to follow another clan, but not to misuse because the Slosher was not able to actually get all the ball in. But again, we see again for the side of Black Goobers, they are able to still have 2 balls, but they have no one on the outside to snake. They have
one
Oko
is enough.
Here.
1 ball, 1 power clam would be enough to take the lead if they manage to take it to Splat. There is only the Clash Blaster left. This is opportunity, and the Kraken Royal is going. No, the Kraken Royal was used too far and is splatted, and the overtime will be over. The first game. After that triple splashdown, the first game goes to Tidepool.
We saw on the side of We saw on the side of Splat Goobers, they were trying their best to just go in as best as possible, but all because of the aggressive play and just unfortunately damage specials, it just the Goobers were just not able to come clutch for it, but Tidepool, they were just able to have an aggro play, and because having the aggro play, they were just able to stop it and just keep on going, and as we see right here on these replays.
Yes, they had an aggro playstyle, but what saddens me the most is how they played around their Royal Kraken. Uh, it's saddening because the Kraken it's mostly used in Clan Blitz with the 96 Gal, rarely with the heavy splatling deco, but it can be used that way. However, when you have a Kraken, your team play revolves around it in Clan Blitz, but in the end Tidepool made no push using the Kraken rail. They never made a push relying on super jumping on the Kraken. Like they used it on defense. They tried to use it in overtime, but it was used too far away. It couldn't reach the opponent's basket. The strategy generally is about forming power clams, going back, surviving with them, and then super jumping when the Kraken Royal is used. But they did not manage to do that, even though if they did, it would have made them one.
But just playing it too safe was just one of the only issues we just needed to see on the side of Spaku should just have a little bit more aggro as it had, but be able to follow up on that. But we saw in the match they unfortunately weren't able to, and because of that, that's going to be 1-0. But now we're going to be seeing the ramen map on zones.
I'm curious to see the comps of the team here. Will we see again two Splatlings on one side? I must say that it's not the most common Splatlings to see. Generally, you see like the ball. Even on the previous match, we saw the ballpoint Nouveau, even though the regular ballpoint is played more often. We saw the mini splatling that is rarely used. We have just witnessed a game with the heavy splatling deco. Heavy splatling is rarely played in competitive, and we have the new version of the regular heavy splatling in bulk help, and again a splatling, and no Nautilus this time.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing the side order. We are going to be seeing the side order spelling actually here coming up. We're seeing try such. We're going to be seeing the. Okay, the Viper who just got killed up, trading to the Clash Splash and the other push as well actually, and we're going to be seeing Splash, a whole different comp going to the side of the Splat Goobers.
Blood Goober still in control of the zone. Their push is getting stronger. Tidepool is not. Oh, they can't. They just can't get an advantage in terms of the number of players. And Splat Goobers are trying to push quite far. Fortunately, the Crab Tank and the other players are getting splatted in the opponent's push. The Killer Whale is no, not the Killer Whale. Sorry.
The Killer Whale 5.1 or the Hammer or the Wavebreaker, one of these specials right now is going to be all coming in, and we're going to be still seeing that the Splat Goobers are going to be capitalizing zone, but now finally Typo is going to be capitalizing zone, but 23 points is a huge score for the side of the Goobers.
Yeah, Bulkhip with the splatting made very good work, allowing his teammates to go back in mid and come in quite early. They managed to keep the zone way longer than they could expect at first, but right now Tidepool has an opportunity to push their opponents inside their camp. The Crab Tank is used very far, very on the back line. It won't be able to help to retake the zone. The Ultra Stem got stuck at the bottom, and they are already getting close to taking the lead. The next seconds are going to be very important, and the zone goes back to Splat Goobers.
The zone's coming back to Splat Goobers is honestly pretty huge right now, as we see again. Escalade is going to be coming back with Cooler. The bunch are going to be going down. Sharplet's going to be going down on the bottom as well. We're going to be seeing a little bit of a catch point now for the side of Splat Goobers. A trade off in the first match actually, and we're going to be seeing the Crabs from top line going high right now.
Yes, they have a good control again, and their penalty, actually huge penalty is almost over. They might be scoring points again anytime soon. Plus the Ultra Stamp to push Tidepool
Oh,
very
oh,
far. Will a -2 from the Ultra Stamp? It's already 10 points left. 2 players down on the side of Tidepool. Trick Strike used, but it will not stop the zone. The second game goes to Splat Goobers. This is 1-1.
this is a really interesting match going on so far. Going to a game three, that's even better for the match itself. As again, it's going to be going to tie each other right now. And really, for that, there's nothing else to say. It's just it's a really good match between the two teams, and like in these replays.
Yeah, very interesting game, and really Splat Goobers learned their lesson from the first game. They played way more aggressively this time. They were not scared of Tidepool. Congratulations to them. And we will be going on the third game. We'll be going to the third game of this match, the last one. To erase this tie, it will be Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway, a classic of the Rainmaker, if you ask me.
Classic of Rainbow, basically, if you talk to some people back in, huh, I think a couple months ago, because funny enough, in the scene, it's turning less and less, and for most people who usually play in like that in NASF, but for the EU, we love Dapple Productions really. We love under Rainmaker Undertow, so we played this a lot of rules. So it's a classic here, and honestly, it's a good decision factor, as you said, because once you get the first checkpoint, it's all going to be smooth sailing if you want to go on the left side, or you want to go for right side for risky play. Or really, just backtrack for everything I said, it's all risky play no matter what, because you have to be walking.
Yes, this map allows different strategy. Like most games are decided a bit after the second checkpoint. It's maybe just like Scorch Gorge, there is a point where it's difficult to go further without a quite high amount of chance, I would say, a very good opportunity or a good dominance on your opponents. It's a bit difficult to go past that that path where you cannot ink below your feet.
As we are going to be going to the game right now, it's going to be a solid tiebreaker going into the third game. The orange is going to be Tidepool, the blue is going to be the Goobers. If you don't DC.
And I believe there is no change in oh, there are changes in the comp. No, are they? I'm not sure.
There
We're
is none.
we're seeing the Tri-Slosher, I believe, again, the regular Splatling again, and they're going for the Rainmaker pop. The pop goes to Splat Goobers.
Yeah, but no changes on. It's going to be go with Spaz and Okar just showing off in a solid double right off the bat with half of tapping on Tri-Slosher right here. Well, no, that's going to be voice puts on this Tri-Slosher right here actually happening up. That's going to be another kill off bulk up right there, and that's going to be the checkpoint taken immediately after.
And the push may go quite further since they have managed to get 2 players down. The Rainmaker is using the quite unusual path of the grill and changing its mind. It was actually a bait. 3 players down. Huge push already. 23 points left. That's a very solid push from the Splat Goobers, but they had 3 players down. Still 1 player here sharking. Maybe he will try to steal the Rainmaker.
Oh my god, they do!
He does!
Wait!
He does!
Wait a second!
He does!
That,
It's a robbery! It's a robbery!
that,
Just witnessed. That's a hold up.
hold on a second. That's wild. That was just wild. There was... What?
That was crazy. The shark was smart, but in the end he could not wait any longer because the Rainmaker was about to reset. So he just rushed on the Rainmaker. He got seen by 1 or maybe even 2 players of Tidepool, but in the end they didn't manage to splat him. He just dodged the bullets, used the little block, climbed it, and then jumped with maybe a Liquid Wall, I'm not sure, and just KO'd it without the need of inking the last pillar.
Well, we're going to be seeing it right now. Again, most likely it is. It mostly was a switch jump going into. It was mostly a switch jump going in because that was Oka, by the way. They did not care. Oh no, that's actually Voidbits. Voidbits did not care, and they just went and they just slam dunked it. They played really risky on that, but they knew they had so much advantage. They knew that the Zentab was out of position, but they were Nollis, right? Voidbits was a Nollis playing or a Tri-Saucer. I think it was
Uh,
Tri-Saucer.
Trust Losher, there was no Nautilus after game one. Oh yeah, please. We need to talk about the new Nautilus kit. Can we?
We can talk about a new lot. We can talk about a new lot. No, let's actually, as we are gonna be waiting for a little bit, actually, so we can do that. But what do you want to say about the new laws? What do you want to say about
Well,
the new laws?
well, I believe it's common to say that most people are a bit disappointing with the new kits of this season. Like it looks like the keyword of this season is no strong kits anymore. And I'm a bit saddened because absolutely love the Nautilus as a main weapon. I loved it as soon as it was released on Splatoon 2, before it was strong, before it was meta, before it got the second kit with the Inkjet, and I was very excited since the, the the launch of Splatoon 3 because the main weapon, the Nautilus, is still bloody broken. However, the kit just does not allow the weapon to be strong enough, so I was waiting for the second kit. And a bit more than a year ago, we got that kit, but why does it have to get triple splashdown? It doesn't work with the weapon. It gives me the vibe of the first Nautilus of Splatoon 2 with the Baller. Like Baller works quite well when with a weapon with the slosher deco, because as soon as you explode, you can just shoot again right away, and maybe take splats if your opponents are weakened by your special. But with the Nautilus you cannot, because you must charge your weapon first, and even though Nautilus can charge quite quite fast, it's still very difficult. So I'm curious to see if we will see top teams trying to push the weapon competition, because the main weapon is still so strong, and now it has a bomb that is always good to use. But the triple splashdown just doesn't feel right. I believe it may be more likely to see player push the new Brilla, or maybe the new Dualies, that even though they have weird kits, looks interesting as new main weapons.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely would look interesting with being a new weapon and new comps for sure. But with the new laws, honestly, you say that you don't like having this triple splash out because it reminds you of Baller, but honestly, it it seems like it's the more aggro kit actually, because for the regular knowledge it has Rain and point system, so they need to figure out a way to go more aggro. So they put technically the Hydro kit sorta into the Nautilus with the splashdown special, because if you remember Splatoon 2, the custom Hydra did have the splashdown in that game, so they just wanted to go switch aggro, but it would make sense if are you a Splatling player, Kyoto?
I'm mostly a Splatling players, so yeah, I agree. It makes more sense to give the splashdown to the Nautilus, but it feels more like the devs put too many special weapons in Splatoon 3, and since the triple splashdown came up quite late, they needed to put it on late release weapons, so the Nautilus got it. I actually expected for a long time the Nautilus to get the triple splashdown, since the we already had a Splatling with the Kraken. I didn't see the super jump on it. Like triple splashdown, I could see it coming, sadly. But yeah, it's still a more aggro kit. I believe the Inkstorm is still alright. Like it's a very alright special. You're never happy to have an Inkstorm, but you're never sad on the other hand. Like it's still okay. It does the job. Uh, So it's more the question of the point sensor that is not that great with the Nautilus as you, since it can be such a solid aggro weapon. You're more comfortable with a bomb, even though it does not synergize that well with the main weapon since you have to charge. It's still always good to have the bomb to give you more space to contest the pulse of the Rainmaker, that kind of thing. So yeah, the suction bomb is always alright. Curious to see what people and players will do with this weapon and the others and and the other maps as well. The new season is still always an opportunity. Maybe sometimes we get disappointed, but at the same time we can have surprises. So please, top players, surprise us. I want to see the new weapons.
So yeah, well, that was happening the whole time. Hey, cool. Look at these maps. It's round three. That's here, and also Battlefy. We love Battlefy. Look at these maps. See, we are finally in round three, and it's finally show. Round two finally did finish, but most likely there was like errors because who knows. But we are going to be moving on to a deciding factor for the top side because if you look at the bracket, never back down number one. We have Molusca, Ballista, but imagine if Ninja got low tip of fade. Oh my gosh, these names are quite crazy. But if you want to know, no, basically, never back down number one. Imagine if Ninja got low tip of fade. Those are your top seed, and they are going to be as right now firmly standing in first place. These two teams, Little Boy Squad and Short British Woman, actually, surprisingly, Short British Woman is right now 0-2. They lost against the Ninja Low Table Fard 0-2, but now they lost against Molusca Blastwa, that name, by 1-2. So
Yeah,
this is gonna be it for the game 3.
I must say it's very surprising. I'm used to group plus bracket format, and generally when we must how to say that, when we must pick a set to cast and to show on stream, we're like, okay, so generally the round 2 is the one where it's difficult to show interesting matches because it's seed 1 versus seed 3 and seed 2 versus seed 4. So it's like there are 2 seeds difference between the teams, and generally it goes into quick 2-0s. But this time, also probably because of the play all formats, it came to 2-1 on each match. That's super good. I'm sure the teams must have been under a bit of pressure already in group stage, and it looks very promising from the bracket after.
Yeah, it does. Again, as you're seeing right now, well, this is the funny scenario. So we this is the scenario right now. If Little Boy Squad loses to Short British Woman, Short British Woman will be 1-2. Everyone in Group B will be 1-2. And if Little Boy Squads win, that would be them moving on into the bracket. I think it should be a top 4, but it might be a top 6 maybe? Who knows? But again, if we see from Group B, Little Boy Squad here losing to Short British Woman +3, this means it will be going to Battlefield tiebreakers, and oh boy, Battlefield tiebreakers are something. By something, it's going to be going by nitpicking points by points, going to head-to-heads to at the end seeding if they notice there is something wrong, and mostly that 1-2 is going to be definitely favoring Short British Woman if they do make it to the victory right there against Molusca Ballista right here. There as well on the group.
Oh, Jesus Christ, sometimes when it goes into tiebreakers after group stage, it can be frustrating because when we organize a tournament, we must set what the tiebreakers are, and generally we must choose between the score, the final result between the teams with the same score, or the difference of games drops and won. That's always frustrating for teams when one tiebreaker or another could change who goes into the bracket and all, or at which position. It's frustrating.
It
Anyway,
is. It
good luck.
Yeah, basically, good luck. You just hope for the short British woman to win the match, but if you want to make it interesting, we just make this to a game 3. Because making it to the game 3 will definitely, will make the bracket deciding the seeding be chaotic, like 100% chaotic. Because everyone will be tied to get a point. That's the main thing. I mean, if you want to see a game 3, that's gonna be God bless, basically.
Yeah, but before going to game 3, we must be going to game 2, and before going to game 2, we must go to game 1. And the game 1 of this third set of the group stage will be a classic among all the classic again, tower control on Mako Mart.
At least it's not Clan Blitz. Yeah.
Clamblitz on. I really like Makomort. Most people love Makomort, but Clamblitz is a bit tough sometimes, especially it's so hard to defend on Makomort Clamblitz. It's way more balanced, I believe, on tower control. Like, one of the best map mode of the game, one of the best mode of Makomort was Blood Zone. Curious to see what we'll see. No real change on comps from what we saw earlier with Little Boy Squad, but what I see there, I love that. It's the Squeefer, the new Squeefer with the Zipcaster. It's finally here. The Zip Squeefer.
The little baby new skipper is gonna be here and ready to play, getting triple down from the side of Little Boy Squad right there. But still, the new skipper, if we see some little bit of trick shot vibes right there. But we just see no matter what, just the Little Boy Squad just going in aggro, just having the Zuka, having the pencil action right there, having the actual shreds coming in soon enough by CJ right here.
Yeah, let's not forget it's also a very good map for the Carbon Roller. It looks like Short British Woman +3 is now able to try to push. I was expecting the bubbler, but no, the Squeefer does not have the big barrier this time. It has the Zipcaster. The Zipcaster used but gets splatted. 2 players down again on the side of Short British Woman, and the Little Boy Squad will be pushing again, and they have a tacticaler. It will be dangerous for a Short British Woman there.
Yep. Yeah, dangerous for sure, and also getting wiped out, which is actually huge for the side of the Little Boy Squad right here. We are going to be seeing just Karaoke buying card, but Carmen actually going to be winning that fight. Evil Cat almost getting a trip, but no, they get tripled out and not a wipeout. That's going to be, again, the boys squads is just going to be going in for the last project by possibly a KO pretty quickly.
Yes, they are on the last checkpoint. They have a triple ink strike. It's used forward to protect the tower, and it is the quick KO you announced. 1-0 for Little Boy Squad. They are quite dominant at the moment. I believe it will be difficult for Short British Women to win the next game. They must try to find a new strategy and adapt to this aggressive playstyle they could not handle on this game.
They literally cannot handle this game for sure. The sheer difference of aggression was shown so much. You cannot be singled out in the depths of the Little Boy Squad. But for the short British women, they learned. They saw round 1, but now all they need to do is adapt to round 2. But again, we just see for here from the replays, it just so much pick control, so much shooting, so many sneaks. So in that scenario, again, we saw a single players like Evil Kappa here going in for the comic kill, but all we need to see is just them going in together and them getting a wipeout.
Yeah, it will be the next game on Crab Lake Capital Clamblitz. I find this map mode interesting. It's been months, but I'm still learning how to play on Crab Lake Capital. It's a very particular very particular map with all the grids, and I can't. It doesn't. I can't find a map on Splatoon 3 where long range weapon and at the same time Trizuka are so strong.
And honestly, wait, a map with Trizuka and Splashdown be strong, and Trizuka or Strikes be strong.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm curious. I'm also curious about the new Squiffer pick. Like there are not a lot of Squiffer player in the world. Honestly, uh, I find it very interesting that they gave the Zipcaster to the new Squiffer because well, it makes at least one sniper with the Zipcaster, but at the same time, the Squiffer has the particularity of not taking a longer time to charge the shots while in the air, so that makes sense. But this is still so hard to use. And yes, there are no Squiffer anymore. I believe the players switched to the Octobrush Nouveau, but we are also seeing on both sides a 96 Gal with the Kraken to allow the teams to push with the power clams and super jump.
Yeah, actually, we're going to be seeing from the short push woman plus three. Oh my gosh, the is going to kill me. But we see the T tag, we seen the brush, we seen the 96 guy, we seen the dude. A whole comp change on the side. That for the little bush guy, we see 96 guy actually coming in from the side of Kyoka as well. Again, these comp tips is going to be definitely for clamp. It's heavy. But we're seeing just more of a jump base as you see Koka coming in, cracking, going for cactuses, but also trying to go for kills. But they don't fight now either way, and just gonna be a whole mid-control battle.
Yeah, in the end, that may have been the play because several players were down. Oh, the Trizuka used it gets splatted. 3 players are down on the side of a short British woman, and they have 2 power clams on the side of Little Boy Squad. The Kraken is almost ready. I believe the player is just trying to stall a bit until it has it. Plus, they have the tactical. This will be a very strong push as soon as the Kraken is released, and a splat is taken. A splat is taken, the Kraken rail is used, but in the end, this is a wipeout without requiring to super jump. 2 power clams already, and they are trying to a third
Oh, that
power clam,
was
a third power clam.
that power clamp might be a miss right now if Little Boy is not able to get it. They're not, and that's gonna be 2 clamps actually going down the drain right here. As Bob is gonna be the last one alive, but once again not jumped out because Van Noah is gonna be going in with the kill, but getting killed up by Kyokai in the trade-off. Again, we're just going to see a chain actually between both teams right now, but that's a is it a strong push for the start, Kyoka? But wait, what? That's a cancel jump
It
right there
happens.
too.
It happens sometimes when this is North America playing against Australia. A new Kraken rail used, I believe this time there will be power clams. No! Oh, I believe the player with the power clam was platted, and no super jump could have been possible. Carbon roll super jumping into the mid, getting splatted as early as it lands, and the Octobrush is trying to push on the open splat. They have the Tres Strike, 2 power clams, and this is the lead! This is the lead since Little Boy Squad could not score their 3rd nor their 4th power clams before.
Again, because of that, we're going to see the Lobo Toy all back in the base right now, but again, that's going to be 2v4 right now. 2v4 once again. Again, Vandal trying to survive for his life basically, but getting killed off once again. We see for the side of Little Boy Squad right here, just the Corbin getting a kill with the help of the 96 of course, but getting evil oaked 2v1 basically. Again, we're going to see another neutral mid, but 2E balls actually not out on the side of the Boy Squad. That is going to be going to a score of 20 actually. So this might be possible for KO with double Zuka coming in synchronous action as well.
Yeah, if the gal can charge the Kraken Royal is ready and is activated. It is about to rush to the basket. How many power exams we'll see? I believe it will be all 3, and the tri-strike. Oh no,
Oh,
only 2. Only 2. I believe the one. What? Okay, alright. Good play of the player here, scoring the 3rd and last power clam, and even 2 little clams by the carbon roller. This is this time a very solid push, and it's staying alive! 11 points left. This is a huge push, and this is getting very difficult for short British women.
it was CJ, Bubbles, and it was CJ's Bubbles and Penny, I think, just all going in for crafting cheese, but oh gosh, again, the cracking cheese coming in play. There's no one to jump to though, so the last person with the ball, and that's going to be even trying the best to stay alive, but again, with 47 seconds left on the clock, and also that's going to be maybe 30 points, no, 20 points of Pelton actually. That's going to be one ball to win. Well, no, two balls to win actually for the side of short British running plus three. But for the little boy squad, they just need to stay alive with this
Not
rush.
not only two power clams, they need to score two power clams and two little clams as well to take the lead. This is not impossible, but this is difficult. They have the two power clams ready. The Kraken Royal is ready. The Kraken Royal is activated. The key point will be no! Players have been splatted! The players have been splatted on the back way, and the Kraken Royal is alone. The power clams are about to disappear. No, they're pushing. They're pushing on the other side for Little Boy Squad, killing the game right here, and 2-0 for them. Crazy plays on this game. Congratulations to them.
Clutching up at the end when it's needed. Basically, the little boy squad just knowing that they had so much control, even with a little bit of sleep deficits on them as well, because for most players, most likely it is 3 a.m. for them. So even though they are being tired, they know what they need to do. They know the win condition at the end of the game, and that was just basically to survive with so many points as well. That is surprising that short bridge one was able to just they were able just to come back, going down close enough, going down to 51, making the game really close too. That was a really good surprise, but we see the clam jump going down to 40, going down basically to 20 because of bubbles here too. But honestly, because of that, that was honestly a really cool match.
Yeah, this was a cool match. It's we often see pushes with a Kraken and two power clams. Sometimes we see with three power clams, but we rarely see four power clams. And we got so close to see that push with four power clams scored. With the first push of Little Boy Squad, this would have been huge.
It would have been huge. That would have been down to 20 points basically. But it would have been a great sight to see. But again, we gotta make the games interesting. And because of that, we are going to go immediately to Splats of Mahi.
Yeah, we're going to My Resort on Splat Zone, another classic on the mode. Even though Splat Zone is generally the mode where we can see the highest number of good maps, but My was I guess most people were saddened seeing how it was redesigned at the release of Splatoon 3. It got reworked afterward, but Splatoon has always been a very strong mode of this map. It's different now, like it used to be way smaller, which make it interesting in its own way. Now it's bigger, but it's still a very solid map on Splatoon. I really like it, to be honest.
Again, the new rework made it actually more useful because in the rework before, it was basically it made it so hard to walk on, but this is more easier to walk on once you are on the second point. But on this first point right now, it's gonna be more or less just fighting for specials, waiting for it to come up alive. As we're going to be seeing the two teams spawning in right here, it's gonna be in the yellow, the little boys one once again, while in the purple, it's gonna be the short burst rodent plus 3.
I'm honestly surprised to see so many new weapons today. It looks like Short British Woman is playing a showcase for us, and now we are seeing the new Squiffer again, but also the new Gluga with the Trizuka and the point sensor. The zone goes to Little Boy Squad at first. The yellow team is trying to push forward. The Squiffer gets splatted, unfortunately. No one is in control of the zone. It's Little Boy Squad now. Tristrike used. It's difficult to shot British women. They are pushed backward in their spawn.
Yeah, very much back to the spawn because of Kayokai right here with the Zipcast as well from Evil Oak, just trying the best just to get the base, but no, that's actually gonna be the wanting double Zipcaster. Wait a second, that's a sight to see, but again, with the sight to see, we're going to just go see still Kayoka is still in the base, just going in for double to triple, still being alive, and mostly in 5 kill streak right now, but the card being down by Penny.
Yes, less than 20 points left. The Tristrike used by two teams. The timer is stopped. If they take a spot on the zone, that could be huge. And they managed to take it, but two players are down again. It was just to give the penalty to their opponents. The penalty is big. they can breathe a bit, but they are not done yet. Far from it. It will be difficult to come back in the match.
Difficult comeback for sure. Penny was able to stay back alive. Van Noy just playing with the Scriffle gameplay going in, but not a Scriffle, not a Zipcat. So this is the third one in this game for them so far. But again, with no walls to paint, that's going to be an issue to just paint back in mid. But we're going to see on the side of the short British woman, they're trying to go for as much as Scriffle going down, didn't trade up the shot. But that's going to be the T-Tech shot actually. So no try strike, but another one going down. That's going to be T-Tech. That's now going to be a wipeout entirely. And with that, that most likely going to be securing short British woman the 3-0, and that was almost a death by Fanoa.
Yes, the Squiffer player tried to to reach the zone, but it was too late. Plus, short British women actually didn't have good weapons to paint efficiently a zone and to recap it fast. So it's understandable that this last game goes again to Little Boy Squad. Congratulations to them. And this marks the end of the group stage of this tournament.
Yeah, look at that. We made it out alive in the group stage, and really making it out alive. All the teams, all the 7 teams that has played, has now more or less have a standing in their own group. As basically we're just waiting for one match, but really all the whole group for the last one has been basically all 3 outs. But the good thing is for it, well, for the next round, is everyone moves on to a bracket. Everyone moves on to either alpha bracket or beta bracket. Top 2 moves on to alpha, bottom 2 moves on to beta.
Yes, they will play on in brackets from now on. This will be not play all 3 anymore. This will be best of 5. So again, at least 3 games, but maybe more, maybe 4 or maybe 5, depending on how close the games are.
Yeah, and as we just finish off and Shikoli says salute for the Little Boy Squad going in for the 3-0 against short British woman who is going to be bumped down to the beta bracket, while Little Boy Squad is going to be strongly with a C2 to the alpha bracket. This is going to be interesting for them because again, 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be sitting. 1 and 2 is going to be for the top, 3 and 4 is going to be for the bottom. And 4 right now is going to be looking like, as we see right here in the bracket, Splat Goobers is going to be seed 2 for Group A, seed 1 for Group A is going to be Never Back Down number 1, while Group B is going to be Imagine Ninja God Low Tape of Fade is going to be seed 1 with a 3-0 sweep, while Little Boy Squad is going to be 2-1 and going to be the second seed in the alpha bracket for Group B.
Yes, that will be this. The last match is not over yet, but the win is already settled since Never Back Down. What is leading 2-0 at the moment against Splat Goobers. Congratulations to all of these teams for their performance in the group stage, and I'm excited to see them in the bracket stage after.
Yeah, and basically with all that, we can basically wait for the last match to. We can wait for the next match to come in, basically for the bracket stage to show up, and that'll basically be it for us commenting as well, as we will be commenting groups only, and we're going to be swapping commentators for the top 4. So, Kayota, where can we find you on the social media?
You can find me on Twitter at SplatKeota from time to time. If you want to see other commentated match, you can also find me on Esport Bros TV YouTube channels mostly, where I also comment the French league, and you will likely see me tonight if you speak French or don't understand but want to see high-level French matches.
Well, what about you speak a lot of French right now, just to say about I don't know, something.
So, what, you want me to speak French?
just speak French for a little bit. Just speak French for a little bit as we outro this round. But basically, you can find me Jawai51 on Twitter, but you can still find me here because funny enough, I'm the one streaming this tourney right now. So yeah, stick around. You're
Yeah.
not gonna get you're not done with me with this backgammon replays. But you can find me Joy51, Joy on Blue Sky right now. Molus, but also streaming Switch Auction. But Kaotai, why don't you end it off a little bit of French as we go to the break in ads.
Uh, excuse me. So, I got a little problem on my side. Can you say it again?
Why not you be ending off with the break in French?
Yes, I. All right. Merci à tous de nous avoir suivis, c'était très cool. Thank you also, everyone, for sticking with us, especially you, Jorian, for sticking with me at a more than non-reasonable time.
It is 3 a.m. going to 4 a.m. But yeah, we will be back from the break soon enough. So stay and chill.
Goodbye, everyone.
Splatoon Stronghold, a stronghold for competitive Splatoon, providing resources to long-timers and newcomers alike. If you're new to the competitive scene or still figuring out how to join, we have a Getting Started guide and plenty of other resources to help you in your journey. If you are a seasoned veteran, we still have plenty to offer. You can find and join tournaments as well as participate in our Captain Forum and find free agents and teams. Our mission is to make competitive Splatoon easily accessible to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Join the Splatoon Stronghold today!
And good day, everybody. It is me, Pat, here with Emisika. We
Was
are
that a
ready
good day
to
I
watch.
heard?
It's a day. It's a day. I don't know if it's
Well, I
good yet. It's
mean-
just the start of it for me.
It's 7:30 here, so it's for Australians. We're ending here.
Oh,
We're
good
ending our
evening.
nights. Good evening. Good morning. Good day. Good day. Oh, finals! No Australians in the finals this round for Blue Ring Rumble. Semi-finals, my bad.
Yes.
Final
we are-
brackets was what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah, no OCs made it to the semi-finals. I mean, as you told me during the break, like most of you are busy with something else.
Right now it's Oceanic series for probably all the teams in OCE generally do series to get our
Okay.
little OCE ranking.
Okay, but here we are in Blue Ring Rumble semi-finals, and we're gonna watch. Imagine if Ninja got a low tape fade against the Splat Goobers. And I don't know these teams. I bet they're pickups.
Yeah, they probably are for this time of night for those guys. Just grabbing whoever you can. Like, oh, there's a Tony on. Let's jam. Let's see. Have a look at the players. See if I know any of them. Nope. Nope.
Okay, well, let's talk about the maps, man.
As you do. Rainmaker Humpback, a classic.
Yeah.
It's a good map.
It's such a Rainmaker map, you know, the way it snowballs once you're past this checkpoint. Like, you can go so fast, make so many points. And like, it's so decided by what happens after the checkpoint. And wait a minute. Both teams are bringing a splatterscope.
Yeah.
I love it.
They're taking on some range here. I love seeing the side auto weapons is very cute as well. Purple Pup here, and you know, defending this corner is key here for that push. Already purple team one down, allowing probably green's gonna try and push back into mid here.
Yeah, imagine ninjas in purple and right now Splat Goober activating the hammer and preparing maybe a grab on the Rainmaker. They have two down onto Imagine Ninja, so they're gonna grab, they're gonna go forward. It's time to go now.
Yeah, green's popping with the Splat Goobers there, looking to try and find an advancement there. Purple's trying to get back into mid. You know, pink control is important here. Seeing the specials come out, trying to help with that advantage. Jed's the kill on, gets the Splat on the on the vacuum, but there was a sneaky happening from ninjas over here.
Yeah, imagine ninjas just getting the Rainmaker, getting to the checkpoint. That's a sneaky checkpoint for them, and that's pretty good. But the fight is still raging on around mid, and that's the fight that could decide everything right now. And it looks like the Splat Goober are going to get a reset on the Rainmaker. That being said, they just gave all of mid to Imagine Ninja.
They did, and you know, they were holding that choke quite well because you know, you can very, very quickly fall apart if you lose that choke, you know, using their specials. Ninja's purple team just unfortunately, double Splat coming through there.
Yeah, and
Tri-Slash is great on this map.
Vacuum, duel with the opponent charger, both dodging the other right now, and it's still the fight for mid right now. Neither team is really able to get anything, especially Splat Goober. They need to get that checkpoint to get back.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to create space. You know, there's only one in mid at the moment, and they've got to do all the work, and they're getting through that corner. There's not enough tape beside him. He's desperately trying to shoot that Rainmaker, and the vac comes out, which is a perfect opportunity, and they score up to 15. This is going to be really, really hard for Splat Goobers to you know, crawl back from this one.
Yeah, Imagine Ninja.
Keep it going.
We still see it going right now. Imagine Ninja got to 11 and Splat Goobers, they have to... Okay, you have to drop that Rainmaker fast. They're trying to go to the far right.
They didn't drop it!
Oh! They didn't drop!
It's a terrible position!
Why didn't you drop?
He was trying to avoid it, but he should have just dropped it down.
And Imagine Ninja, they're still in the street, they're still threatening to get in there. That's such a weird spot for the Splat Goobers right now. At least they're able to re-grab the Rainmaker. And they drop it right now. They're so close to that checkpoint, but they're under deep fire right now.
Yeah, it's very hard to push the Rainmaker from that side, like from that little jump there, because, you know, as you saw there, they have the people shooting over the wall, and the Zuko came out, and unfortunately, it was just sitting there. And now this is prime spot for
yeah.
Ninjas to take that up that little jump, but he misses the jump. No, and unfortunately, they might have to abort from this sort of push, but no, they've managed to push through there. They grab the jump.
These are NA players. It's late at night for them. We can't forgive the small mistakes.
True. But this is kind of, you know what, I like what they're doing here, you know, stalling the Rainmaker here, just shooting their shots over the wall, getting 2 picks as well, and they've probably, you know, wasted at least kind of, oh, well, they've wiped the team.
Yep.
This is a free run for the Rainmaker there.
And that wipeout means a KO. Imagine Ninja, they got game number 1, and they were in control most of that game.
Yeah, Green just, Splat Goober just couldn't push out enough for to create enough space, unfortunately. And, you know, Ninjas had some good picks. They managed to make that little sneaky jump and just hold it there and run down the time.
And Splat Goobers, they were winning the first fight. It's just that slowly but surely, Imagine Ninja were getting all the momentum. They were slightly getting forward. Even after each trade, Imagine Ninja was gaining a little bit of ground. And in the end, that snowballed. And the moment Imagine Ninja have points down to 11, Splat Goobers, they start panicking, they start overcommitting to that side and trying to get that push, and here comes the wipeout and then another wipeout. And...
It just unfortunately was a little bit of a stumble there. It can be tough. I've been in the same position on this map, you know, making a wrong move out of panic, and you just end up kind of shooting your own heels on it. But next up, we have Umami Zones. How do you feel about Umami Zones? What's your love, what's your hate on it?
I mean, I'm a pencil player, so I love it because there's wide open spaces.
Of course you do. Gotta have your token pencil player, am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you need me. You need me. Just admit it. And I think this is a good map for Splat Goobers. Because going on a flatter map, and especially going on a mode where the goal is to control mid, where they can recenter, where they know where to go and can't get sidetracked as we saw in the first game, it's going to give them like the opportunity to focus and to get back in the game.
Yeah. And hopefully, I mean, if Ninjas manage to, you know, take back mid from Goobers or retain mid, I'm hoping that they won't overextend too much, because that can be your fault in Umami. Is, you know, you don't want to be going too far in, because that could be you can just instantly wipe out, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
Same with being locked in. It's, you know, building up specials, building up paint, pushing back in as a team. Don't want to be feeding.
Yeah, you need to stay prudent on this map, and if you're able to keep a player or two on mid, you get so much advantage, and losing these players costs you a lot. And I see a pencil coming.
Yeah, pencil, and also a mini. That's a you don't see. I at least for me myself, I never see minis kind of played in comp much, so I'm excited. Double Stamper. Double Stamper. I like it. I think it'll be fun. Pinch with the Stampers, you know.
I guess it's hammer time.
Yeah, as you said, the Goobers are doing well, but they're down 2 players here, and you know, with just 2 left, they gotta kind of keep together. Well, not keep together, but keep their wits about them, because they can get easily pinched here, which is what we're seeing on our screens right now. And Tau Panda, no! Unfortunate. Volvitz needed to move back a little bit quicker there, and here we see Ninjas kind of taking the play here.
Yeah.
Sitting up on sail is good. Like to see it. You know, you can pop a crab up there, kind of keep dominating space. Hammer coming out.
Yeah.
They're kind of feeding.
That's the problem with a hammer. When it works, you can get a triple with it, but when it doesn't work, you just die. And right now, the risk is not what Splat Goober wants. They want solidity, they want prudence, they want to get forward for sure. And right now, that hammer at
Oh.
least denying the crab tank, stopping it.
Yeah, but they've seen it. They've
yeah.
managed to steal the zone for a second. We're getting some extra teammates in here. But kind of with just a splash left, it's looking like a lost battle. He needs to go, or now it's just theirs for the taking.
That was too little, too late for the Goobers. Just
Yeah.
they were able to get to the zone, but there was just one player getting to the zone, and it's a double zone. Just capturing one zone is not enough.
Yeah. You know, Ninjas did a good job kind of pinning them to their spawn. Unfortunately for Splat Goobers, they're kind of going down one by one. There was the hammer special, you know, only took out one player, and the rest of the team kind of went down after that. So there was just no chance for them to get in at any point. And Ninjas had their specials to kind of keep them pinned here. You see that Zucker coming out, and this little battle here with some missed shots, and you know the pencils there kind of guarding the zone as well, letting their teammates push up. Not much you could do.
Yeah, very, very good hold by the Ninjas, and I mean, I'm not sure the double hammer was the play, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you need some special
like
that
it.
can kind of. I like it too, but double hammer, like
work.
there's not much you can do to kind of shift, you know, that pencil off from the mid area. You know, you've got the splash up on the silo. Yeah, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but there's still a chance for the Splat Goobers to come back.
There could be a return. You know, we've got Crams Robo. I've been moving house, so I haven't actually played the new map, so I'm interested to see the Splat's air map. I don't even know what the maps are called. Oh no, I'm a fake fan.
Berlin Airport.
Anyway, let's move into Clan Blitz Robo.
Yeah.
We can fly to that destination next time.
Yeah, and then another comp change. This time the Splat Goobers are bringing a heavy deco. No more mini. I feel like the heavy deco is a good choice. You get that Kraken and you know what the Kraken can do.
Yeah, you can Kraken choose it easily. But they're already one down and they're being forced back into their spawn. Unfortunately, this crab is just dominating that area. Just Vulcap to kind of, you know, fight away from the clam economizing we're seeing here, but with that the splash up there, they're kind of pinned there and able to score a clam in within 30 seconds, give or take. That's an impressive start for Clan Blitz here.
Yeah,
sometimes,
especially
you know, with Clan Blitz, it can be like stalled forever and you're just like, someone make something happen.
Well, it looks like Imagine Ninjas are not wasting any time. They put 2 super clams in the basket, and now they all get away with their life. They're just leaving the ground to the Splat Goobers, activating Kudo in mid. They keep mid, and right now they prepare another fight. They prepare another push. Well, they lose their splash, and this could be the opportunity for the Goobers. But no, wait! Imagine Ninja reopening the basket. And,
and the instant cooler jump out as well. You know, Ninjas are going to be back pretty quickly here with the cooler. That Wiper kind of going in for a fight there, unable to find success though. And the Kraken's coming in. They do have a bull. We are looking for this Kraken cheese, it seems. But that pencil is eyeing it off. They're only able to get one in. I don't know, I don't know if the one clan push is worth it in this kind of scenario, because you're just giving a free pity to Ninjas here. You know, all your teammates are kind of left at spawn defending. You can, they've got 20 clams behind their back now. Like they're gearing up for this for a big push here. You know, they've got the crab. They'll have another special soon, the Zucker, and they'll be ready to kind of push this clam through.
Yeah, both teams really went with the one super clam push, and both teams kind of didn't get anything off of it. But right now, Imagine Ninjas are getting a lot. They have the control of the basket right now. They're a bit late to bring a bit more clams, but at least they're able to get it to 29. That pencil is going to jump out. Very nice jump. And Splat Goobers, they get the map, but now there's a huge lead for the Ninjas.
Yeah, big lead, and it's a comfortable position to be sitting at this time. But as with clams, you can never live in security.
Mhm.
Just one good push can change the fate of the game. And right now, we just kind of need to see Ninja's popbacks and specials. I mean, Splat Goobers are doing a great job holding this mid fight right now. You know, forcing the other team back with their cooler jumps, try and reset for themselves. And if they can find and capitalize off this moment here, they would have a really good push. But the Zuka from the corner coming out and highlighted in an instant. They're gone. They were set up so well.
You jinxed it, Amy. It's your fault.
I'm sorry,
your
Splat
fault.
Goobers. What have I done? And they're pushing again, and then like Ninjas is doing a great job at using their cooler effectively. You know, getting in, trying to look for a pick, jumping right out if they, can't find it, or continuing the push. They only need a few more clams here, and that's it.
That's it. Very, very powerful 3-0 for Imagine Ninja's low tip fade.
Unfortunate for Splat Goobers. I'm so sorry I jinxed you.
I feel like the Goobers were a bit too impatient to get forward. The moment they had the clams, they were committing a bit, and like Imagine Ninja's just able to punish their mistakes, get forward, gain the space in there. But yeah, Imagine Ninja's just a bit faster, a bit more aware of their surrounding, and getting the 3-0.
Yeah, every time Ninjas pushed, you can see, that Splash had their crab there. Their teammates had cooler. They were able to get in and out quickly. It was just a very clean push from Ninja's side, in my opinion. That Zook coming out at the end there, taking to the players, the team getting rid of the wrist. You can really see Ninjas, like, when they wipe out or they're forced back to their spawn, they kind of already have a game plan going. They've got, their specials out. They're taking up space, and then within an instant, they're back in mid and controlling it again.
Yeah, really that control of the space, that control of the map, and being ready to capitalize on any mistake the opponent can do to just go forward is really what gave it to the Ninjas right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, clans is turf war with an objective. You want to have that paint. You want to be in control.
Yeah, that's
Congratulations. Ninjas for the win.
But yeah, that means, Amy, that we're going to go on a little break as we wait for the other semi-finals to be over.
To finish up, and then we'll see who we have. Alrighty. We'll see you guys soon. Don't stick around. Don't go far. We got more games coming. I didn't get to see the new map. That's crazy. Splat Goobers.
Come on.
You've let me down.
They did their best. You jinxed them. It's on you.
It is on me. Welcome back to Blue Ring Rumble. Who are our teams we have here today, Pat?
Well, we are getting back the Imagine Ninjas low tape fate that we saw in the earlier game, and on the other side, I believe we have never what?
Never give up!
Yeah, I know these guys that never back down, never what. Like they're picker. They've played every tournament, and I think they're here
never
just
back
for the
down,
badge.
then.
Yeah.
They're never giving up. But will they get the badge this week? That's the
Will
question
they?
all on our minds. Well, now that's the question all on our minds because I've just told you that's the question. But what if it's not the question?
What? Amy, we've been through this. It's a morning for me. Please, my little brain.
Yeah, I just want to see how much you can, like, how much Australian, like, energy I can give to you and how much, like, how long it'll take for you to crumble. You know?
I have crumbled.
Oh, no. Would you say it's like cookie texture or like brownie crumble or muffin crumble texture? Like,
What are you talking about?
like crumble. You know how what sort of crumble are you on? Apple crumble?
I'm
Anyway,
not
to
sure.
our first match, which will be Tower Control. Inkblot. I love this map. Favorite mode. Good map, good mode. Love it. Hashtag
And-
S2, hashtag vintage.
And we see the custom editor coming to counter the pencil.
Yeah.
New
Custom emulator.
weapons.
That's a fun little weapon there. Especially the Kraken going on there.
yeah.
How do you feel about Kraken on the E-Leader?
I mean, I don't know if you saw the gear on that editor, but that editor had 2 mains of sub power up and 1 main of special power up.
Ah, they're going for a little crappy time. Not
Yep.
managing to reach the crab there, unfortunately.
Mhm.
And yellow's 2 down. This is pretty much Ninja's map at the moment. We've seen this in the earlier games. They're great at kind of holding and getting that map control. But
Mhm.
that shot coming up for that sneaky little kill there on the pencil. Fun times. Oh, sorry, on the squeezer. Ah, panic.
Yeah, but never back down, never what. They answer, they get the picks, and right now it's their turn to hold mid, it's their turn to have the tactical active. They're trying to go forward, and the tower is not going to get to any checkpoint. We're just gonna fight for mid.
Yeah, it's just mid-fight at this point. But we are seeing them kind of come up the side there. They're looking to, that shots playing around in their base.
Solo queue strats right now.
Yeah. No one's taking the tower, but they do manage to take the checkpoint. I misspoke. They are on the tower. Sometimes a bit like that. Who's gonna ride the tower? We don't know. We're all up on their plat.
Yeah, the ninjas are deep in there, and they got past the second checkpoint. Never back down, never what. No, not really knowing what to do against that onslaught, and we are getting to the third and final checkpoint right now.
Yeah, they're, never back down, never what is finding the pressure. That Carbon looking for some sort of movement to get to the tower to try and get a pick on that pencil. But that pencil's doing a great job, and this might be a KO here, and it is. Ninja's answering the call to look at that map. Oh my goodness. Entirely purple. I think that shot did a good job kind of distracting, at one point two of the players on that left side there, and kind of, taking a little back alley up onto the top of their plat. Even if they end up kind of dying there, I think it allowed their teammates to kind of push that tower around to the opposite side.
Yeah, the ninja, they decided where the fights would take place, and by being there, but being behind never back down, they forced them to back down, to give the space for free. And that's not what you want to do in tower, because the tower moves forward, your opponent gets more special and gets more points, and right there, imagine just getting more and more, getting forward, and right now, never back down, never what. They lost game number 1, but it's not over. It's best of 5. There are lots of ways to get back in the game, and they just need to adapt.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure they're just finding their footing there. I think the problem, especially like the shot there, they needed the Zuka to kind of help their carbon push through, or paint for their carbon to kind of make use of that space there. But moving on to Scorch Clams, also a stellar pick here, I might say. Love a little Scorch Clam,
Yeah.
fun.
Always fun. And now we see like the big brush coming. I don't even remember the name of the paintbrush.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
paintbrush. Yes, the brush that causes the pain. But will it be effective against ninjas tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Ninjas are already, straight into the mid tower there, looking to take up space. You find on this map you kind of have to kind of split your attention both ways, with the tower being right in the middle. Can't forget about what is going on. Anyway, nice pick there from Ninjas. He's probably looking to get rid of this bull so that they can kind of progress forward. Yep, passing it to the pencil there. But never. We need to shorten this name. Back down is looking. The carbon doing the work here to keep Ninja at bay. A little 1v1 happening in that pit in the corner there, with Ninja being successful, and they've got a good position to have a push here. That rain's out, covering that base. They're putting in the power climb. It's just the pencil up there. They're 2 down. It's looking good. Why did that carbon jumping in ? Question mark. Looking for a pick, didn't manage to find it. Unfortunate. And now, never back down. Just need to be throwing bombs. They need to be trying clearing out that basket, which they're doing a little bit of. Find a special, kick them out, because ninjas are already down to 32, and that is going to apply so much pressure to never back down.
Yeah, never back down. They had to wait for the ninjas to go back for clans to get that space back. There was no way for them back to the basket right now. The ninjas, they're not stopping. They're just getting more and more picks. They're back
Rinse and repeat, and we see the little sneaky right cut there, and it's gonna be looking like a pinch here for ninjas.
And that's another break of the basket by the ninjas right there. They don't have that many clams yet, so this could be not that much damage for Never Back Down if they're able to get back in there, if they're able to put the bombs in and get their control of their basket, and that's exactly what they do right here.
That's what they needed, and they did it well.
Yeah, they're alive in this game.
Gabby's desperately trying there to tap their way into some sort of pick there, but unfortunately unable to. But ninjas, again, they're in a good position here. They just need to... but with a couple of specials, the missiles coming out there, they're kind of forced back into their plat. Once they get a couple of specials in their hand, a few more clams, they're in a good position to take back mid. But Never Back Down needs to be looking at what their next steps are here, because they are getting quickly forced back in a tide of turns here. Yep.
Yeah, imagine ninjas are constantly attacking, constantly pushing Never Back Down to the side, to the behind, and everywhere. And right now, like, the ninjas are still maintaining that fight into mid, and that's all they need to do with that huge lead that they have. All they need to do is get some trades right now, and we've seen them get the picks, so that's
it kind of feels like Never Back Down is kind of like just kind of sitting there, and they've got a pick now. They need to kind of capitalize this. It is 3v3. If they can get this pick on this shot, which they find it, they do it. Now they need this shot needs to not overextend. That's 3. This could be a flip of the basket here. They've got a power clan coming through. They've got some specials as well. They could potentially be holding this. There is a little sneaky flank coming on the right side, which is forcing them all back, and the carbon's left in the dust. Oh no. It was a good effort. I'm glad they finally were able to break through a little bit there. Their shot player managing to find 3 in a tide of turn and events.
Never Back Down. They were just a little bit too slow to get that push, and they gave the time to the ninjas to do what they love doing, flanking, getting them by surprise to the side, and stopping whatever dreams they had. And right now, that push they got they only scored 20 points, and they need another super clam. They need another push right now. But they're under the basket again. But they don't have the clams.
They do
only
not have the
7
clams. 7 to their name. They need to be finding some. They're using their specials to try and keep ninjas back so they can find some clams to try and get a push happening. But with rain out, that's going to force them back even more. They're trying to get some clams together. They're probably asking the team, give me a clam, give me a clam. Where's the clam? Oh, I'm missing it.
And they lost again a lot of time doing that push, and now they have to get that basket area again. The super clam is...
Yeah, they have a couple, but there's only 2 players up at the moment, and they're not there. It's just the pencil, and they're not going to be able to push by themselves. The shot and the other teammates are coming in to try and help, but, with one power clam almost pretty much gone now, they need to kind of work up, and it's just the pencil again. And time is quickly diminishing here. The jump-ins escalated at that point.
And that's going to be game number 2 going to the ninjas. Never back down, never what. They can't catch a break. They really struggle to get that push going, to get that coordination.
They're definitely going to be feeling... They're definitely going to be feeling the pressure now after these 2 losses. Like, it's going to be a compounding factor. I at least when I'm playing comp, I find myself, if I haven't managed to find a pick or like a win here, it can start to build up, and then you get the panic starting, and you're maybe making some rash decisions that you shouldn't have. So hopefully, hopefully never back down, doesn't back down, and they keep fighting. They find a pick here, find a win, not a pick.
Yeah, it's not over, and they're not here to back down. They're here to play till the very end.
They're so close to that badge. I need them to find inspiration. Remember what you're here for. You're here for the badge. Take it with 2 hands and find it. I believe in them. They are our seeded 1 versus our seeded 2. So
yeah,
we've got both of our top seeds here tonight.
These are our top 2 teams, and they can do it. It's all on never back down, never what to get back, and they have to do it on Rainmaker now. They have to get that comeback, and they need to get that momentum. It's just like the only difference between these 2 teams right now is that never back down, never what is completely disorganized, whereas Imagine Ninjas, they're just coordinated, focused.
Yeah, it's
they know where the objective is.
Definitely tighter. Crab Leg also for Rainmaker can be really frustrating trying to push past that second check into the KOing. It's a bit like what's the map? Mahi Mahi, in the sense of you can get first check pretty easily. It's getting past that little short distance that seems to take majority of the game. And vice versa, your 2 teams are kind of battling it out just to kind of grab that lead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about... And I love this map for Rainmaker because both of the checkpoints are viable. Both of the checkpoints are interesting and a good thing, like decent routes that depend on the circumstances.
It's like Surgeon where, both checks are good. Well, one is better than the other. But, if you have all the other enemies' team's attention is on one check, and you can just quickly, dart left and cap it, just cap it. Doesn't matter if you need to re-push, at least you don't have to get through another check, you can just keep going. I think people forget that they're so focused on one check and going that way that, there's other options available, but we're seeing Ninja and their coordination going strong at the moment with 2 down and the Rainmaker in their hands. They're in a strong position for this check here.
They're in a strong position, but they're not able to move forward yet. They have control of mid, but that's not translating into points right now. They're going for that left checkpoint.
Yeah, they saw it.
Yeah, they saw it. Having that awareness, changing your checkpoint is what gives it to you. And right now, that early checkpoint in the first minute is so good for them.
Yeah, having that flexibility. They saw the carbon up there. They saw the Zook coming from that way. They're just like, you know what? Let's just change it up. You got to have flexibility in this game. But we're seeing, never back down, kind of taking a little bit more map control, which is great for them. Cavi Little Sharking coming up behind. They're
Yep.
trying to take the same check as before. I'm not quite sure what Never Back Down's kind of just shooting shots here. I don't know what
Never
they're
Back-
deciding here at this point.
But they have chewed down onto the ninjas. This is the opportunity. They just need to get forward, and if they're able to get that right checkpoint, they could get the continuation right there. They're in a very good spot.
Yeah, now we have two teams, both with their checks unlocked.
Ooh.
Back popping it and
That
taking out
back.
the shot player, unfortunately.
Come on.
But, you know, Never Back Down's in a good position here. And as time goes, my words change. You know, Ninja's coming back with a couple
Yep.
picks there. It just changes so quickly. You can, within seconds, you go from having a good advantage to Ninja back in mid, taking it quite easily. They've already got map control and are pushing forward with that Rainmaker a little alone, but the VAC supporting it to push it through those grates. And this could be right at the last moment they lost the Rainmaker, unfortunately.
The ninjas 1 point away from ending completely this tournament, but Never Back Down, Never What, still in there, still alive. 2 players down, and it's
No!
done.
Ninja said no, we're ending it here and now. That would have been tough on Never Back Down to win that game. Like, having the pressure of having to KO is always daunting and such a slim chance, but congrats for Ninja for getting through that. They had 2 players, like they managed to get 2 picks. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was their advantage there.
Yeah, I mean the ninjas, they dominated these 3 games. They're really hard. The advantage and that ability to completely, whenever in Never Back Down got the advantage, whenever they were in a good situation, you didn't have the time to say it. Like, the ninjas were already back, already attacking, already getting the picks and ruining whatever plan they were trying to get.
Yeah.
It's really bad speed of attack, but I mean, they snatched victory and got that badge.
Yeah, and here for that final bit, that Zuker that the shot had just managed to grab up, allowing that Rainmaker to push forward and grab it and finish the KO very clean. Like we've been saying, they're just super tight in their movements.
Super tight indeed. Bad.
Never back down, never what. We'll have to keep not giving up.
Yeah, don't give up. Second place
give
ain't
up.
too bad. They
do
got
it
it
next
this
time.
far. They can
I
do
believe.
it.
Yeah, those are great games. Great job, Ninjas. It was like so fluid the way they moved and the way that they, you know, even when they were down, they just took back pretty instantly. Between words of. And to the beta bracket, we're seeing, it looks like, I don't know, Molusca Ballista?
Yeah, it looks like
yeah?
it. Molusca Ballista.
Taking the win for beta bracket with Typool coming second. AU team, whoop whoop. And another AU team, short British woman +3 for the win. Let's go. Love to see it. Love some players on that team. Had a little peek. Let's go. We love to see it. And it looks like for Alpha, we're still waiting on our 3rd places here. Still seeing who will win Splat Goobers. Maybe they'll reach a place in 3rd there, or will it be Little Bully Squad? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, right now Little Boy Squad is up 2-0 against the Splat Goobers, so they're in a good spot, I guess. Go Canada. And
Canada? Where the Bears are?
they have a Canadian flag on their teams, okay? But that's going to be the tournament, I believe, Emisika, and that's going to be us. And before we go, where can we find you?
You can find me at Amy Syker on Twitch or at Amy Syker _ on Twitter because someone stole my username. And yeah, that's me. Where can we find you, Pat?
You can find me at Pat or Tom with underscores in between on Twitter, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, are you gonna go crumble into bed now? Go back for some snark memes.
Yes.
Yeah. Honk you. I am in moving hell at the moment, so I'm gonna go pack more boxes. crying.
Okay.
I want to play the new season, but I can't.
Good luck with your boxes, but thank you so much to Dapple for having us. Thank you so much to Joyan for being our observer, and thank you for watching us.
Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget, if you've never played comp, sign up to a tournament. Have fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best way to do it. You feel like you're bad at game? Don't be. Just play. That's the vibe. You know? You can never go wrong.
Yeah.
We need more people signing up to comps. We love to find a pickup team, throw yourself out as a sub. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah. What wise words by the Queen, Amy Sika.
The Queen. Oh gosh. Let's not be going there. Anyway, any other announcements we have today, Pat?
I don't think so. Oh yes, we have the tournament HP for. I'm bad at remembering names.
HP for Heroes.
HP for Heroes. That's co-organized by Dapple Productions and IPL. It's coming in soon. It's going to be awesome. Come watch it. It's going to be the 23rd and 24th of March.
Yeah. Don't forget to mark it in your calendars. Do people still mark things in their calendars? I don't know. You should get a calendar and mark it in it. That's my advice.
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's finish it here. Congratulations to Ninjas. Well played. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.